Shalom, mom and dads. Welcome to T's Tutorium. I am promoting our STEM class that's coming up February the 5th at 2:30 p.m. CST time. That's Central Time. And I'm doing it in the form of a chit chat because we really need to talk about STEM and why it's important to our children, especially with the events that's going on here in North America. So I got my notes to keep me on track so I don't ramble. But do we remember our biblical characters like Joseph? Okay, he was geared toward the STEM. I always talk about how technology and STEM has always been around. It's just us who are catching up to it. And remember, the society that Joseph was a part of was dealing with some very complex issue, i.e., famine. So the Most High gave him the answer to society's critical problem, and he was able to solve it. And guess what? Joseph looked like an Egyptian. He talked the language of the Egyptian. He even married an Egyptian wife and had children that were what? Half Egyptian, meaning that although Joseph had to assimilate right into that society, he didn't lose himself. He could hear from the Most High. He could still hold on to his Hebraic values and follow the Torah to the best of his ability while he was in captivity, while he was himself a slave. However, many of us are on the rhythm of the world and its over sensationalized news. It is keeping us up at night. It is waking us up in the morning time. We have extreme anxiety and we are reacting to a problem that was already here. It was already here. It has been here since the conception of this country. So, as a community, we want to move from reactionary to being proactive. Since we already know the problem has been here. Here is the answer, and it is our children. Remember, a part of T's tutorial is understanding that our children are our wealth. We must invest in them. This is the true message. No matter where we live in the world, whether you want to stay in America or leave America, you must continue to what? Occupy. I did a teaching on the 10 minas or the 10 talents, the parables of the 10 talents that Yeshua spoke about. Remember, a parable is to give you dominion, and it is a key for how you shall operate in the system that you are currently in. When the Talmudim were with Yeshua, they thought that he should have brought the kingdom now. Like they wanted him to wreck shop, but he told them not yet. Hence, he gave the parable of the 10 talents. He does not want us to be so afraid and reactionary to the system that is oppressing us. He has given us keys. He has given us dominion in the system. Right now, we have to pull those keys down from the Shamayims or the heavenlies and operate them in the earth. With that being said, let us occupy until he comes. This is why the STEM program is so vital to what is going on in our society. The STEM programs gives our children a platform to learn how to sharpen their skills that they already are born with to problem solve. Whether it's health, whether it's finances, whether it's technology, they have the answer. But what are we doing about it? We are continuing to ignore the harmful practices of the educational system today, even if you have to put your children in public education. It is still your responsibility to make sure that they are getting the educational needs that they have to have in order to thrive and to be successful until the Messiah comes. And that's one thing that I fought the faith community with. We sit back and we just want to wait for someone to rescue us. Messiah has already come, and he has given us the keys and given us the dominion that we need to live here in this oppressive system. You have to open up your eyes. You have to open up your understanding to hear what the Spirit is saying to you now. It is the STEM program for our children. Are we going to continue to put our children in the harmful hands of the educational system? The STEM program really is the way to combat the technology that is really advancing and is quite fearful if you take a look at it. However, the Most High has already sent us the answer. We must breathe. Okay, we need to get our anxiety under control, and we need to think before we react, meaning that we need to pray for strategy. He will always give us strategy. He has done it in past times, and he will do it now. Teacher Anthony is already putting together projects that will engage our students and keep them wanting more. It is imperative that we place our children in the hands of educators that really want the best for our children. And I must say that Teacher Anthony, who is an engineer, really enjoys working with our community and teaching them what he knows. Remember, the elder, no matter the age, is supposed to pass down the wisdom that they have acquired through the years. So please join our STEM classes. If your children love technology, if they love science, okay, if they love engineering, if they love math, put them in the class. And I am asking this of our community so that we can be proactive instead of reactive. I'm watching our children, and they are naturally gifted, all right, in the STEM program. And even if you do not choose my STEM program, look for a STEM program in your community. This is the answer to the complex problems in our society. It is our children. They have the answer. Please sign up at teastutorium.com. Look for the STEM classes, and please make sure you put in the subject line STEM, because we are going to have our spring feast class coming up pretty soon to prepare our children for the high holy days. I hope this bit of information has helped you, and until the next video, shalom everyone.